we have our first of the 3 series in NASCAR, the 3 major series. Championship previews. We're going to do the NASCAR trucks, the NAS trucks, the Gander Outdoor Truck Series, whatever you may like to call it. I like NAS trucks just because it's funny. But the Championship 4, we got 3 Chevys and a Ford. Stuart Friesen, Ross Chastain, Brett Moffitt, and Matt Crafton. All different stories here. All different drivers. They've all had different seasons. It'll be a fun one. It'll be a fun one. Truck Series is an underrated series, in my opinion. I really like it. But it'll be a fun race for the championship. But let's get into talking about these drivers. Stuart Friesen is our most recent winner in the Truck Series. Won last week at Phoenix to lock himself into this championship race. His second win on the season. He has 12 top 5, 16 top 10s. He has some stage wins on the year, but as you guys know, none of that matters coming into the championship race. All these numbers from the rest of the season do not matter. You just have to beat out these other 3 guys, whether it be they wreck and you finish 20th, or you finish 1st and they finish 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So that's all that matters. Stuart Friesen, as I said earlier, got himself a win last week, so they got some momentum rolling into this race, obviously, with being the most recent winner in the Truck Series. It's going to be a big opportunity for him for his first championship. Ross Chastain also looking for his first championship. If you remember earlier in the season, he decided to switch from Xfinity points to truck points. And due to the fact that he had been running all through the Truck Series, he was able to switch over. He got himself a quick win. That win was taken away because his truck was illegal. Something was wrong with it. I don't remember the specifics. But then he went out a couple weeks later, won, got himself in the right points position, and he made it into the playoffs. He has 3 wins on the season. So pretty dang good season for him. Couple stage wins, so 7 stage wins. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong guy. 9 top 5s, 18 top 10s. He's been pretty consistent this year. He's a very aggressive driver. So if it came down to it, we all know he'd be aggressive for that. We've seen his aggression throughout this year, whether it be at Bristol, him going for a position. I remember watching that race. He was a little aggressive late in that race, trying to make up positions. Talladega while in the lead. He's an aggressive race car driver. That's what I respect about him. But also, if it gets a little reckless, it could cost him big time. So he's going to have to be careful with that for sure. If he is too aggressive, that could hurt him. But also being really aggressive could help him in the long run if he is restarting in a bad position. Brett Moffitt, the defending series champion, actually, has 4 wins on the season, had a really good start to the playoffs. Wins at Bristol, and I think it was Canadian Tire Motor Park, whatever it's called, a road course. So he's got a couple wins in the playoffs. He's had a pretty good run this year, defending his Truck Series title, switching teams. So obviously he went from Truck Series champion, switching teams, back to winning, back in the championship 4. Him and Chastain are probably the favorites, I would say, out of the 4. Maybe Moffitt with the edge. But yeah, those 2 have been very good this year. Obviously, Friesen and Crafton have also had very good years. Even some of the guys that didn't make the cutoff for the championship 4, Austin Hill, Johnny Sauter, Grant Enfinger, Tyler Ankrum have all had great years. And then Matt Crafton. Matt Crafton trying to make history. He is just inching. He's trying to get to Ron Hornaday Jr.'s record. Ron Hornaday Jr., if you didn't know this, has 4 Truck Series championships, which is the most all-time. And Crafton has 2. If he were to win this one, it would be his 3rd. Now, for all 4, Stuart Friesen, that'd be a cool story. See him win a championship, his first championship. It took him a while to win a race, but he finally got it. Ross Chastain switching over midseason, switching points. That'd be another cool story, cool underdog story. He's really had to come from the bottom up. We've seen him when he got in his opportunities in the Xfinity Series. He was able to go out in that Chip Ganassi car and win, run really good. Obviously, it fell through with sponsors and just Chip Ganassi's team. They weren't able to get sponsors. There was a federal investigation of DC Solar. So a lot fell apart, and it's led him to this point. He's now in contention to be a NASCAR champion, a NASCAR Truck Series champion. That would be an incredible story, an incredible just overall story. That'd be really cool to see him win it. Brett Moffitt, Back-to-back titles is a big deal. I think it's only been once by another contender, Matt Crafton. So that would be another really historical moment for Moffitt to prove that he is a great truck driver. He's got a really big opportunity here. And then for Matt Crafton, history is an opportunity. He could win his 3rd Truck Series title and get closer to Ron Hornaday Jr.'s record. That would be a big deal. Now, we're going to go, I don't know why I'm doing this, but who I want to win it, that'd be cool to see Chastain win it. I got a signature, so that'd be cool to have a signature of a Truck Series champion. But I just have this gut feeling. I don't know why, but this just feels like a Cup Series 2016 Jimmy Johnson moment. I think I didn't hear the full quote, but I think Crafton compared it to Jimmy Johnson chasing down Dale Earnhardt and Richard Petty for that 7th championship in 2016 and said it's very similar to that. He wouldn't be tying the most Truck Series championship records, but he'd be up there. He'd be 2nd most all time, I think, and that's a big accomplishment. I just have this gut feeling. He hasn't won in a while, so that's a little bit of a doubt. He hasn't won at all this year. I don't know what the winless streak is at. It's a while, though. I just have this feeling. I think Crafton's going to pull it off. I don't know why. I think the other 3 definitely have opportunities. Moffitt, Chastain, Friesen, they've had great years. They've been able to win races this year, but I just have this gut feeling. It's going to be a very 2016 Jimmy Johnson moment. I think Crafton gets it done. I think Matt Crafton shows up clutch, shows why he's one of the best truck drivers of all time, and he shows up and he gets it done. The only non-Chevy that's in the championship 4 ends up winning it all. That would be a funny storyline. That'd be like when the Big 3 in the Cup Series last year lost it to Joey Logano. It's kind of like the Big 3, but it's the big Chevy. The 3 Chevys versus the 1 Ford, and the 1 Ford beats them out. But yeah, there we go. I could see any 4 of these guys winning. Honestly, they've all had incredible years. But I'm going to go with Crafton. I'm going to go with a little bit of the underdog here. I don't know why. I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling a historical weekend for him. It's feeling very similar to Jimmy Johnson in 2016. I think he gets it done. I think Crafton upsets the field, upsets the NASCAR world, stuns us all, and gets that done. So I'll definitely be watching the race this weekend. I'll talk about the Homestead finale and how cool it is. All of that stuff, give my opinion on it at the beginning of the Cup Series preview. But tomorrow, I will be doing my Xfinity Series preview. Might do a reaction to the Truck Series championship race. I hope to cover the Truck Series and Xfinity Series more next year. That'd be a really fun thing to do. I've just been so focused on Cup Series and other sports, obviously, but that'd be cool to cover all 3 series. So I want to do that, obviously, but time, I just got to figure out next year and just get through the off season, get a little bit of you get the point. But yep, there you go. Truck Series preview, Xfinity Series preview tomorrow, Cup Series preview Saturday, and then Sunday is the Cup Series Championship. I'll try to react to all 3. I don't know if I will. No promises, but guaranteed Cup Series I will react to that one. But yeah, it's been a fun year. All 3 series. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It'll be fun. All 3 series. Trucks is tomorrow night at 7:30. Saturday afternoon is Xfinity. Sunday afternoon Cup. So go get you some. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, leave it a big fat like. If you want to subscribe, you do. So you need to subscribe. And then share with other NASCAR fans, whether they're fans of the NAS trucks, Xfinity Series, or the NASCAR Cup Series.